Hey there, and welcome back to the full release of Inkbound, the roguelike action strategy game by Shiny Shoe. Alright, here we go. So I did have a couple things I wanted to mention at the start of this episode. We're moving on into Obelisk, which is one of my favorite characters to play. Fairly straightforward, very rewarding. Big fan of this class. The first thing I wanted to mention is that at the request of some viewers, actually, I am reducing the amount of visual clutter on screen. So basically, I've taken off back slots or footsteps, trails, head effects, things like that, because it makes it a little easier for people to see. I received a couple people commenting that, the cosmetics, it's nice to show off some things, but it can be difficult to figure out what is your ability versus what is a cosmetic. So I've dialed that a little bit back. You may also have noticed I unlocked the Godkeeper. I have very little experience with this fellow, but we will get to him when we get to him. We're going to be doing a full 8 sessions, at least one of every single class for the time being. And then we'll kind of reevaluate the series overall. The other thing I wanted to mention is that based on that, there's a very interesting metric I've found out about this series so far, is that one, fewer people are watching the episodes because a lot of people are here for Monster Train. I get it. But two, more people watching the episodes are subscribing. This is a very interesting thing because it tells me that, one, I think I've tapped out on pretty much every Monster Train subscriber who's interested in that stuff or interested in the channel, more or less. So obviously, bread and butter, want to make sure those folks are getting, all the people who are watching Monster Train, you get your videos, no questions asked, easy enough. So I think the ratio of videos that we're doing right now is good, right? 4 videos Monster Train, 1 video of something else. In this case, it's going to be Inkbound. The videos, however, still are doing well. They're doing well enough. So as long as they kind of keep at this point, I'm not worried about it. There are some past games that I've tried for a bit. The views dropped off a cliff very quickly. And hopefully that's not the case here. I do enjoy playing, something else a little for the channel. And I enjoy Inkbound, so it's fun. I'm going to be playing this either way, so hopefully that means people are enjoying it. I am intentionally going to be trying to fish for a Spikes build today. I really like the Spikes build in general. Essence of Quillian is a very strong starting trinket. Guarantees that you see shield wall, which in my opinion is the best defensive binding. And also the pincushion set bonus puts you on the path that I think is very strong for the Spikes build overall. And not to mention, I think that this is a very strong just build in general for Obelisk because they generate shield on their 1 skill. So it'll be fun. And that's about as much as I've got to say. We're currently on rank 16, trying to push our way up to 20. Things are tough. This is a challenge. Like I'm definitely losing a lot, and I want to win more, but it kind of is what it is. So anyway, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's check out what we get today on Obelisk. Hopefully it's nothing too nasty. I've been facing some pretty difficult runs lately, where there's a few, I don't know if it's hard for me to say if something is imbalanced or if something is just, what's the word I'm trying to say? Imbalanced, or if I'm just bad, I guess is the right way to put it. It's a little hard to say, simply because I'm still acclimating to the release. Final chapters, overstimulated, or wit thief. I really don't want to go in on... Overstimulated is a little tough. Damage for orbs. The thing is I'm probably going to take more damage from enemies getting final chapter buffs than I am from orbs. So I think we just go in on overstimulated, and it kind of is unfortunate, but we'll deal with it, right? It's tough, but you kind of have to accept this sort of thing. Okay. Overstimulated is a bummer. We're going to try to offset this a bunch. Yeah, braced belt is a good way to start. I do like that. Although shielding shield bash is very good, defense is strong. On hitting 3 or more enemies, gain 1 additional shield on shielding iron clap. That's also very powerful. I think I'm going to take Shielding Ironclap because this is going to be pretty easy for me to trigger, I think. And it's going to be up more often, cost less, things like that. I really want to have the Braced Belt. I think it's a good pickup here. I don't want to slow myself down with the Powder Monkey stockpile. We'll take the belt. Gives me an immediate set bonus as well, which I'm a big fan of. I'm going to go for double Tarnished Vaults here. Big fan of that. I like seeing options early to hopefully build out a set. Okay, can I actually hit 3 enemies here? No, of course not. The game will not allow it. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and generate value here. I'm going to take this orb and then charge through and take 0. Okay, because we're not in the bomb spot. I think I can... I think it's almost certainly always going to be orb and then just crush these guys out. I should kill a man. Yeah, great. He's dead. Good. We should be able to beat this. Good job. No damage taken, right? Cool. Easy. Alright, the vault today says another braced belt. It's actually not terrible, but it's not great either. Shield wall. Well, we'll click this. I think this is the right pick. I'm looking for... Man, if there's only there I could get the common that generates shield per turn. What's coming up? A grinder? There's no good grinds here either. Yeah, nothing that I really want to grind up. Ambusher is present in kind of a weird state. I could go in on Ambusher, or I could take the second braced belt and go in on shield generation. Our damage is going to be pretty low. I mean, I guess that's the same. That's true either way, right? Ambusher would do the same thing. So I think braced belt grinded up for max bastion is a good start. Maybe I re-roll one of these. I'll re-roll this guy, sure. Bead of Ice. Do I want to go in on Orb Lord? Interesting. I could also go in on Frostbite a little bit. It's kind of a strange mix here, but I don't hate it, right? You have the Avalanche plus, I think, Frosty Ironclap angle. Well, first things first. Braced Belt, I think, is a for sure business. 100%. Shield is good. Now the question just becomes, do I want to have more physical damage, or do I want to kind of get a double pickup here? I like the Orb Lord angle, especially because once I get them to a point where they're restoring health, then they offset the damage that comes from them, which is pretty cool. Let's take the Bead of Ice. I wasn't expecting it, but let's grind that up. We get a fish. Will reserve. Okay, it's a pretty strong fish. We're going to grind up the Bead of Ice here. Okay, we have Orb Lord. Now, it's coming up, a hard combat. Let's eat this hard combat fish, take the potion. Double Mercurials is no biggie. I'd like... Oh, we didn't see it. I was going to say I like Glyph Globes, but... Uncommon Augment would be pretty good here. I also really like the Quilling Cage, though. Let's take the Quilling Cage. We're going to need to be able to shop here. Okay. Moving on. This should not be our treasure pot. No, it's not. Okay. This is a lot of damage coming in, but we're also kind of in a weird spot where I'm okay with that. What is this? Ink Drain? Ugh, gross. He's going to drain a lot of my max health, isn't he? True. It's true. I think we're going to triple hit here. Then I'm going to... Now, do orbs give me movement, right? They sure do. So let's shield up here. Orb. See how much movement we have. I can't tell how wide his thing is versus this. I think we take this. And then I let them hit me and they die, it looks like. How did you live? I thought he was going to pass away. Bummer. That's okay. We're going to we stab, which is good. I'm going to charge, I think, which is good. I'm going to take the orb here. How much damage do I take right now? 12. I can reduce that to... What's the number that would be at? That would be reduced to 4. So I think the play is before moving, we swing. And now I move... I mean, I think the angle is still I move and hit this guy, kill him, and take only 1 damage here, which is pretty cool. We just hit him. We shield up, and then we walk out, and we actually take 0. Nice. I've avoided the ink drain so far. He's gonna, I think, have to do the AoE punch now. Yeah, alright. I kind of expected this. He is going to take away a lot of my everything, as it turns out. So the angle here is spikes up, orb, generate, shield, and beat up the bad guys. We are going to take chunks of damage here. I'm going to get some drains. There's no way around it. This guy is going to pummel me. Yeah. Only so much can be done. Alright, there's that ink drain. We love to see it. Oh, buddy. Okay. Get me out of here, please. Thank you. His shield just flew. Good grief. That was an unfortunate realization. Permanent drain. I hate it when those heavy guys get it, but it is what it is. Okay, they gave me Rosy Thorns, which is pretty much exactly what I wanted. I'm going to take this common. This is a very good common. On your turn, gain 5 stacks of Spiked. Alternatively, Frozen Heart is a really good payout to spikes in general. You inflict Frostbite to the attacker, and I have a fair bit here as far as investment in Everfrost. Getting a little more is good. I really like the Rosy Thorns, though. It generates a lot of spikes for me. We're going to take this. I really like it. Now, I don't really like these. Not a huge fan of this. I think Blink is going to be the strongest choice here, but I don't love it. I would have liked Cultivate or something here, but it's fine. We'll take Blink. Now, I don't have a great grind. I guess I could grind the belt. Fair. I'll grind the belt. Gives me an extra bastion that's permanent. Sure, I suppose. I don't need to see 2 shops in a row, though, is the thing. We grind the belt, we get the 3rd bastion. Big Quilling Cage is a lot of value here, but I actually would really like the uncommon Augment. So let's fish for it. We didn't see a... I'm a little bummed out we didn't see a Glyph Globe option. Barrier Potion for sure is going to go in one of those slots. Remind me to go back and grab that Mercurial Potion when we're done. Okay, shield up. Yeah, Crumble and Despair. Ye mortals. I'm going to grab the orb first, then I'm going to charge at the potion. Oh, come off of it, huh? That's... He gets healed because of the supportive Spindle Caster. Really dumb. Really dumb. Ugh, there goes money. Rough. Shield up here. Orb is your friend. We're going to Big Slam for sure. I need to kill supportive Spindle Caster or I'm losing. Take 0 here. We at least kill a couple guys, but it's not great. Ah, well, unfortunate. Okay, goodbye my money. Alright, how do I survive this next? We got a good chunk of damage coming in here. only so many options, really. Can I get a triple on these three? Maybe. I can get a double on these two, but I don't think that's going to be it. Okay, so I have to kill the stupid... I get a triple here? I can, at least. Let's take the orb first, then. Then let's work on this triple. Okay. It's at least something. We get the shield up here. We teleport out. We barrier potion this, for sure. And we accept 3 damage. These big guys are going to get considerably scarier over time thanks to their wild card buff. So we do need to try to address that if at all physically possible. Are you going to turn on ally defeated turns? Right, he's got one of those behaviors. Alright, no one's getting defeated on this turn. I think we accept this. Okay, 10 damage, fine. Get stabbed a bit. Okay, not great. Grab the orb. Charge, I think. Kill a bunch of guys. Great work. Go team. Now, what I would like is to not die here. I can take 0 if I stand over here. So, I mean, but I have a teleport. So, like, really, this is not that complicated. So what I need to do is work on these guys. Do as much as I can. Kill them. And then teleport out of there. 0. Good. These guys are going to start brutalizing me when they do their punishes. Oof. So much damage. I desperately need to kill these guys. This is brutal, huh? I'm just straight up dead, aren't I? Really? These guys do so much damage. And they have... Oh. I'm exactly dead? Really? Man, I'm really having a bad time with this Obelisk setup. Alright, we're 17 minutes in. I guess I'm gonna go again. That's really unfortunate. I'm tired of doing the intro again and again every time I lose, so it's only 17 minutes. I'm just gonna go in again, and we're gonna try our best. This is a real bummer, though. I normally don't have as much challenge with Obelisk, but I guess it's rough. That's a book 1 loss. Brutal. I don't even think what was the misplay there, huh? Like, what is the angle that I should have done instead? Unclear. Truly. I don't even know. We're going to go in on Ink Shield. This is pretty okay. We usually just slam out these initial hits anyway. Just don't take the hard combats, I guess. Acknowledge that those guys are basically indestructible. Roll better on the challenge modifiers, I suppose. Hey, look, it's Rosy Thorn. I'm going to do the same thing I was doing before. Cool. I have the exact same build. Shielding Ironclap. Cool. Great. It's ridiculous. Why not? Play the same thing. I don't know. It's just tricky how that was... Like, what was the misplay there? I don't know. Hard to say. Take the orb, walk out of the damage, don't take anything. The misplay is taking 1 additional damage on an earlier combat, perhaps? Maybe. Maybe it really is that simple. I don't know. Anyway, we got out of this combat. Cool. Hit that man a bunch, he's dead. What's coming up? We have a grinder and a binding. Grinder would be nice. On your turn, reduce teleport binding cooldowns to 0. An early Mythos could be nice. I also really, really love the Swift set. It's very strong. It's a nice pickup. We're going to lead with the shield wall for sure. Cultivate was there too, which would be nice. I don't love this boiling muck opener, but I guess we could go in on crit a little bit. It's not bad. Mythos, huh? Herald Sandals are fine. I do really like Misting Bells, though. That's a lot of shield generated, potentially. I think it's got to be the Herald Sandals, though. They're just really good. And if I grind them up, I can get up to Mythos 4, which could be a good setup. Just gain epics that way. I'm going to take the Muck because it is just the strongest option there. Double uncommons is pretty good. I think the grind here is almost certainly the Muck, right? I think so. It gives me some precision right away. Glyphs is critical. I want glyphs very badly. We're going to take those. I'm going to hopefully not lose terribly on this. We get a Burrower, of course. No one is surprised. Let's shield up first. Now, I do generate shield on... Yeah, okay, on this setup as well. So let's generate a whole bunch here. Let's not take the orb, actually, and chill. He's doing 0 to me, so that's fine. Punctured, that's good. I'm going to first order business. Remember, Ink Shield exists, so we do need to pop them of their Ink Shield first. Then I wish to crit them all out. We're going to take the orb, and walk away. Yeah, I do like the notion of walk away. Let's just shield up a little bit and then leave. We take 3 here, and that is acceptable. Okay. A lot of enemies here, so let's shield up. I would like to dash here. Yes. We take orb. I think we just shield up. I'm never getting away, so I think shield up is correct. It's unfortunate a lot of damage that we're about to take. I guess I could Mercurial and get out, which is worth it. It saves 8. Probably the best I'm going to see from Mercurial here. Dodge in, and then I should be able to finish this with a bop. Alright, we get out. Good, not too bad. It's a good Mercurial elixir usage. We get Cleave and Cone of Frost. Cleave is probably the pick here. Bone Vest, yeah, absolutely. I would love to have Bone Vest. Ink Flat does actually give me Expert Binder. Interesting, interesting. This makes Shield Wall very accessible, which I think is actually super correct. Cleave is long cooldown as well. I think Expert Binder go in is actually much stronger than the Bone Vest here. I like Bone Vest, don't get me wrong, and it's green. Green is good, but I think Ink Flat is just straight up stronger here from the Expert Binding perspective. Now, I think we go to the shop here. We have enough money. I'd like to get some immediate value, and I can spend 1, exactly 1 here, which is good. What's the next combat? Hold up. I could go for the egg. Shield up. I could take the egg here, get an epic out of it. Twin Fangs is pretty good here too. I like that. I'm going to take the uncommon here. Ooh, Shielding Cleave is pretty useful. I like that. Spiked Ironclap also pretty good, but Shielding Cleave I think will help. Okay, now I'm going to go Egg, Twin Fangs, And I would really like to maybe not take damage. Can I get away? I want the uncommon augment very badly, however. I want the uncommon augment. Ooh, we get a fish. That's good. Eat this fish. And a potion. I don't really know what I'm going to get out of this magic damage fish, so I guess eat it and hope for the best. Okay, we picked a hard combat, which is, you know, not great. Bleed hit here is worth it. Shield up. Walk out, maybe? Can I hit 3 guys? Is there a way to hit 3? There is a way to hit 3. Yes. Hit 3. Orb. Shield up. I take 1 damage. Bummer. Don't break the egg. Whew. Okay. Egg not broken yet. It's a very dicey combat, however. I would like to orb, and hopefully it hits shield wall here. I think we orb first. Alright, it hit the cleave, which is suboptimal, perhaps. I would very much like to hit the 2 scarier enemies, the Wrinkling and the Burrower here. It does generate shield at least, which is nice. Don't move first. Let's do the punch here. My next attack binding deals double damage. Do I get a kill on anyone this way? No. Theoretically, I could do a lot of damage to the treasure pot, but I don't like that. I think we simply go for the crush here. I guess I could also instead take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shielding, which is pretty decent, I suppose. Can I? How do I get it? There it is, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you walk out. We take 3 here. This will have to do. Don't break the egg, please. Okay, the egg's not broken. That's good. Great. I'm not mad about it. Just walk around until we can maybe find a safe place. Okay, there is no safe place. Great work. Go team. I think the right choice is to walk in here. Plan on moving to the upper right and then hopefully shield up a bunch here, right? Shield. Excellent. We shield wall. How are we looking so far? 20 incoming damage. It's pretty rough, in fact. We're not a huge fan of that. If I hit the guy on the right, I think we risk... Here, I can hit these 5. I take 9. We're definitely losing the egg on this combat, huh? I greeted pretty hard. There's no way the egg doesn't pop. No way the egg does not pop here, huh? I might be able to get a double hit here, at least. There is a walk out and take 0 as well, which is pretty cool, I think. Walk out and take 0 is kinda neat. I think this is our... Yeah, I think this is our potion of power here. I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna double tap these guys, which kills the guy on the right. I can then... The orb should give me a little bit of movement. Ooh, here we go. So I can... Big slam, take the orb. Walk out. Take 0? Well, if I'm going to do anything, I should hit him first, right? Slap the guy, then walk out and take 0? Fine. Now, that's cool. Walk in the goop. Big crit here is big money. True. Go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and slam this guy. He dies. Take the orb, leave. Did I seriously keep this egg out of pure luck? I think I did, actually, which is kind of nonsense. He should bleed out pretty easily here, or actually I can just finish him with a slam. My God, we got it. What did I roll into? I can't wait to find out. Wait, why did it trigger? Twice? Does anyone have any idea why it triggered twice there? Am I complaining? Absolutely not, but, you know. That seems unlikely. Anyway, we rolled Dice of Fates, which is incredible this early, and T for 2, which is just disgusting this early, so that's great news. We're doing awesome. We feel good. Feels good. We get a grinder coming up. Amazing. I can't believe we got out of that. Sharp Cleave. It's pretty strong. I actually think the right pick is almost always Quickened Wall here. Reduce that cooldown, please. Thank you very much. Okay. No Orb Lord. What are we working with here? Misery's Whip is pretty decent. I'd like to go in on Expert Binder, though. What's the grind if I keep it? Grinding Pincushion is not terrible, now that I maybe generate a little more spikes and overall. Ooh, I do like this. Grind Beat of Metal gives me Orb Lord 2, which is great, and Pincushion 5, which is nice. Although for realsies, just keeping the Beat of Metal and grinding the Rosy Thorn will provide more value overall. It's straight up an upgrade. Cool, actually, objectively true. And we grind up the Shining Circlet, which gets me Expert Binder 5. Yes, we got it. Okay. Go click the grinder first. Move back. Grab Shining Circlet here. We're gonna consume Shining Circlet. Goodbye. That gets me Expert Binder 5, incredible. And gets me Orb Lord 2, incredible. And we take the Beat of Metal, which is strong. Gets me Orb Lord 3, which gives me health back, and generates more shield. If I can get Orb Lord 7, we generate twice as much spikes off of the Beat of Metal. And our goal is basically to farm out as much as we can. I could have grinded up Ermong's Egg, actually. This really doesn't do anything. But holding on to this is pretty cool, too. Oops, wrong button. Because I can get to Mythos 4 post-boss. I think I'm okay with that. I'm going to chill on Ermong's Egg, and we're going to grind it up post-boss, I think. Let's go to the Carver's Refuge. If I had the money, I think I would purchase some health. I don't. Boiling Muck is pretty cool. Also gets you Precision 4, which is pretty cool. Interesting. A lot of stuff I want to grind up here, but I think we chill. I think we cruise, we chill. Save 2 glyphs because I would desperately like to be able to, what's it called? Reroll the Ascension here. Let's hope we win this, right? Dashing in is a bad idea here. I think the angle is almost certainly do a huge hit. Shield up, grab the orb, walk away. Oh, I can actually shield up again, which is pretty cool. I guess I should generate shield, right? Click it? Sure. Because he's hitting me, which is nice. He definitely knocks me away. Incredible, right? That's what that does. Funny. I think the play is almost certainly dash out, crunch, orb, shield, walk away, maybe walk away. Don't really have a great plan for this. I think the right choice maybe just hit the guy a bunch. Now walk away. He at least dies, that's good. I could take 3 in exchange for a lot of damage to the enemy here, which I think is probably correct. I just accept 3 damage. Remember, we do have T for 2. Also, I rolled Will Reserve off the gate here, so that's pretty dope. Cool. Let's walk up here. We're going to Big Cleave, I think. Big Cleave. Orb. Walk away. Shield wall. Dash away. Shield up. Chill. I could have shielded up in front, but it's fine. That's okay. He didn't explode. Healing myself for a lot, as it turns out. Tell you what, man, Dice of Fates is a really strong ability. Just getting 1 will reserve from that is kind of outrageous. I'm gonna go for the bleed attack. We'll shield up here. I'm gonna go ahead and click this for a second shield up. And then I think we're clearing out. He's okay to hit me. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I would prefer you hit me, in fact, because you then take 1,000,000 spikes damage. That's good. I would like to... How do I do this? I would like very much to get a multi-hit. Orb. Walk away. Bleed him. Teleport over here. Alright, we're good. Cool. This gunk guy is a problem. I'm gonna dash out of this for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and shield up. Power orb. Shield up. We're generating block. We're generating block. I'm walking away. I'm taking 0 here. Acceptable. Let's try to make some space. He's gonna push me into a wall. So we chill over here. He bops me back. This puts the goop over here, which I do not mind about. He repositions. Let's target all these 3. Great work. Shield up. I think I desperately need to... Where's my movement at? Not a lot of movement, in fact. So let's reset that. Take the orb first. Not a lot of movement available, as it turns out. I think we're going to... Interesting. I think the play is to strike the boss, then walk away to this one little narrow spot and shield up. And we're pretty much good, right? Okay, that's true. We took 0 here at least. I really hate this gunk guy. You need to go, champ. You need to go. Very badly. Deal with that guy. Alright, fine. I am taking a truckload of damage here. Only so much I can do about it. Okay. Let's move back in. There is a spot where I live, so let's plan around it. Right? I think I need to take this orb first. I think the play here is... it's tough. I think the play is dash in to the orb. Take this orb now. On the way to wherever you're going, find the one zone where you're not taking goop damage. If it exists. Okay, if it exists as it turns out. I'm taking 30. I'm actually alive here, which is incredible. Shield up. We are among the living. I think the right play is always to get hit by him here and then just heal it off after the fact. Although I guess I could always bait for another turn of Dice of Fates. We're really cutting it close though, right? Like taking 5 damage here is dicey. How much does this do? 195? How much do you have? You have a lot of health left. 697. I think if I can hit him with Cleave and not get completely blasted. I don't really want to take 5 damage here is the problem. Taking 20 is a lot. Okay, so I think, let's try this again. I think we just send it on as much shield as we reasonably can get here and then get out of this combat. I think this is going to be a problem for me. Cool, and then we just take 17 and escape. I think that's truly the correct play here. We're gonna get health back, it'll be fine. Okay, cool. Epic Augment, will cost reduction on a lot of choices. All of those are good. Slam is nice. Shell is pretty much ideal. It's a lot of shield. Didn't Shell used to give me 2 shield? That's a bummer. They got rid of it. I think gaining spiked, though, is still correct. We'll go on that. Shell has got to be it. Yeah. Alright, bummer. They nerfed it. If I'm thinking about what I want to use more often, it's almost always the shield bash. I would like to move faster and more frequently, so we'll take that. It's all discounted. I'm going to go ahead, we're going to grind up a whole bunch of stuff. Grind up the egg. I'll tell you what, it's going to be hard to ever get the mastery for the egg, because why would you want to keep it into the final combat? Doesn't make any sense to me, but there you go. We extract there. I'm also going to extract on the sandals here. Incredible. That gets me Mythos 4. And then also gets me Swift 2. Looking pretty decent here. Alright. High Gravity. Wit Thief is going to be bad. We're going in on Orb Lord. I don't want that. Not a chance. High Gravity is probably it. Stinging Wounds, reducing health incoming. That seems rough. Yeah, I think the play is High Gravity. We're going to try to bait out turns for Dice of Fates. Yeah, High Gravity is good. Let's take it. It's not good. You know what I mean. It's bad, but we have Swift, which offsets it. So I think it's the one we can play around the best. I want Rare Augment 2, I think. Yes. I want to upgrade my many abilities to be better. A potion sounds nice. Literally anything is an improvement. Alright. We shield bash, throw goop, shield up. Don't take the orb yet. We just sit on this, I think. Seems good to me. Cool. Sit on this. Great work. I have a crit roll, which is not bad. I think the play here is as simple as orb, orb, orb. Or rather, not orb, but you know what I mean. Throw this. Shield up. Orb. Dash. We take 2, and that's acceptable. We're trading most of this for spikes damage is the thing. We're getting a lot of crits out of Twin Fangs, which I think is a generally overperforming crit augment, if I'm being honest with you. Kill a guy. Power Orb. Shield up. Dash, strike, shell. Take 2, but I don't mind. Orb. Simply take 0. Remember, we're at this point, I'm seeing if I can bait out Dice of Fate's turns, so just simply take 0 while they jump. Cool. I think they're guaranteed to pass away here. They are. It's a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and finish them off then. Crunch, crunch. Alright, good job. Feeling reasonably strong now. Ooh. Pocket Watch of Alacrity. It's a little late for this, in my opinion, but it's not terrible. It is also a lot of movement, which I appreciate. Cheese cards, it's pretty okay. We'll see. Oh no, is it Grinder coming up? It is a Grinder coming up. Critical, Shield, Bash. Pretty awesome, in my opinion. If I can Shield Bash, turn this into a surprising amount of damage. Restorative Wall. I'm already healing enough, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely healing enough. Critical Shield Bash is pretty awesome. Bolstered Cleave is... the multiplier on this is a little bit higher, I think. I'm mostly using... Shield Bash is nice, but I'm mostly using spikes. I think I'm going to go for the Bolstered Cleave here. It's fine. Okay. As far as this one goes, Rare Augment, another Bolstered Cleave. Ah, yes, Stunning Shield Bash is really good, though. That's what we want. I want to inflict Dazed. Yes, 100%. Good. Damage reduction. Now, Pocket Watch of Alacrity, this gives me a lot of movement every turn. Like, truly an astronomical amount of movement. I think we'll be fast as... I'm going to be baiting out turns, though, because of the Dice of Fates. I don't think we go in on that. I'm therefore going to go on cheese cards, I think. It's fine. It gets me Precision 4, which is acceptable. I could go shopping. I think the play, though, is just grind up something. Ah, physical damage. Cool. So the grind up, is it just cheese cards? I literally just got it. If I had been smart, I would have gotten those Destructibles afterwards. Do I just grind up cheese cards? I like Ink Flat too much. I like Beat of Metal too much. These other ones are good. Yeah, alright, we'll grind up cheese cards. Ah, bummer. That's okay. Now, from here, I would like... I don't need Glyphs. We're doing alright. I would like Rare Augments. Money is good. Big Quilling Cage plays nicely with the Quelling Hoarder we just got. True, yeah, I think Rare Augment Heroic Vault is a good pick. Alright, we'll go there. We should crush this, I think. We have extremely good sustain. Ooh, the biggest challenge is going to be how do I kill this treasure pot? Let's shield up first. Strike hard. I would like very much to... First is Orb, so I can shield again. Then I'm going to punch. I'm going to move. I'm going to try to hit 3 guys at once. I'm taking 0 here. It's pretty much perfect. We chill. Most of my damage is shield, so this guy will probably live, if I'm being honest with you. It's going to be hard to kill the guy. I think we need to go to the right anyway. That is, excuse me, how much damage? So much damage. Good grief. Like, I desperately need to kill this other guy, right? It is about as desperate as I think it can get. Shield up. Good grief. Yikes. Let's shield up and move. I'm taking 20 because there's 2 of them up. Good grief. Well, They're dying at least. That's a lot of damage I'm taking all of a sudden, though. I really have to kill both of these things. They are awful. Okay. First order of business. Let's break shield wall here. Okay, how am I killing these guys? Good grief. I think we crunch here. I'm gonna grab the orb. I definitely need to shield up, and I need to kill this other thing, right? 100%. Yeah, that reduces the amount of damage I'm taking by a lot, as it turns out. I'm taking 1 damage now, which is much better. It's enough damage that I'm actually probably okay with this. Let me see, is there anything that feels a little safer? No, I'll take the 1 and be okay with it. It's good to get that Armored Wrinkling some serious hits, right? That feels decent. We shield up for sure. I'm alive, at least. I have to kill these guys or we're gonna have a bad time. Good grief. Alright. I don't think there's ever a world I hit a triple here. So I think the angle is simply orb to auto refresh shield wall, and we'll do it again. And then I'm going to... Good grief. Alright, we have a lot of movement, however. I think the play here is I want to hit them. It's a tough hit, right? We have to get out of there again. What if I just come over here and just punch this guy a bunch? It just feels unhelpful, right? Let's see, I can get a double tap here, right? I can. That's worth it. Alright, bleed is good. I would like to... Can I get a daze on doubles here? I can. Okay, that's probably as good as we're gonna get. 13 incoming damage. My major driver for this is I really needed to daze them, so that was pretty decent. Daze is your friend. Clobber these guys. Let's reset movement, take the orb, see where we're at. Shield up. Hit them with the goop here. And we just walk away and take 0 and we kill the sparring dummy. In which case we should just simply shield, then move. Does he die? He does, but I want to bait the turns, right? Okay, so now our goal is to wait. Okay, well, I guess I don't really get to do that. That's fine. Sure. On turn start, gain a billion shield. Okay, champ. Seems good to me. Let's stop some of this incoming damage. Can I kill you? I do indeed kill him. I get another turn. Hooray. Alright. Thank you. Let's just finish this. It's fine. Alright, we're out of it. Good job. Woof. Spicy. Special issue stabilizer. Completely irrelevant to me. Okay. Cool. That's my freebie. Thanks, Mythos. What else do we have? On critting an enemy, smite the enemy. That's fair. Expert Binder. Ooh, man, I think we want to... If I can get 2 more grinders on an Expert Binder, we're very powerful here. Inflict Shatter. I think Bolstered Shield Rush is going to be good. Force Field, huh? Consume Remaining Will. Palisade Wall. I think I want to re-roll that and look for one of the better guys here. Yeah, okay, this is fine. I think Eviscerate is going to be pretty decent here. No. I think serrated sweep is better here, right? We don't really have any synergy for this. I could reroll again. I will. Alright, okay. Shield Slam is almost certainly the pick here. Alright, that's pretty decent. I'm happy about Shield Slam here. I think Bolstered Shield AoE is pretty awesome. I'm happy to do that. I can clip more things. I think we're grinding up Thantalope's Tuft here, if I'm being honest with you. The special issue stabilizer does absolutely nothing for me, but that's okay. Right? It's fine. Yeah, the Star Walker at least benefits Shield Wall, which is really good. So we'll take this. Thantalope's Tuft. Shield Wall now has a 2 cooldown, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and grind that up 10 times out of 10. It's not a bad relic on its own. You could basically guarantee Shield Wall every turn, but I think getting closer to... like, it's down to 2 right now, which is great. Glyph Globe, yes. I want Glyph Globe for sure. Okay. It's down to 2, which is good. 2 cooldown for your Shield Wall skill is pretty important. I would like to upgrade it, though, you know? That's kind of important. Shield up. Let's just kill that man immediately. And then we shield. I think we orb. I'm going to shield, and then I'm going to dash. And they both pass away. Or I can... Can I take one hit and kill just one of them? I can, actually. Beautiful. I just kill one guy. Wonderful. We're rolling a lot of crits here because of these twin fangs, which is great. It's a pretty awesome crit roll on Cleave here. Doing a lot of damage. Love that for me. What? It missed? No. What do you mean it missed? Oh, no. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, that's awful, I think. Okay, we pummel that guy at least. I only take 10. Only. Gross. Very bad. Now, this guy has his retaliation buff on. I think it's when he's hit while in range. So let's move away first. Yeah, let's move away. Let's shield up. It's good. Let's strike at enemies. Yes. Let's orb. Oof, that's rough. Let's go for a crit and a crit. And then we... I think Mercurial and only take the 12 here. These Razor Shades are doing heavy lifting on me. I'm not a fan of that. Fortunately, my sustain is surprisingly very good. Shield Wall, let's orb. I didn't roll Shield Wall. That's a bit of a bummer. I would like to focus on the Ghost Quill here. I need to move out, though. Okay, we dodge out of the way of this. I can take 0 here, which has got to be correct. Cool, and then I'm just going to go ahead and generate some Crush and move away. Okay, good, great. We at least kill one guy. I've gotten them under their glass jaw level, which is nice. Let's shield up. Get some bleed action on them. Power Orb here. Shield Wall. I'll be honest with you, I could hit them, but I really just think it's shield up, then walk. We kill one guy. All right, we have stabilized. I think we have it. I'm not going to mess around here. If I can avoid it, I will avoid it. Let's not pass away. I think it's as simple as... How are we doing? I think it's as simple as shield wall, dash through him, kill him. I don't want to mess around with this. Okay, we got glyphs. Great. Big quilling cage. Tons of money. Heroic Vault says... The shiny shoes? Ah, but acknowledgement of exemption with a grinder gets me to it, right? It sure does. On your turn, reduce all cooldowns by 1. Collecting an orb reduces cooldown of all bindings to 0. Great, in fact. I think that has got to be my grinder. 100%. 100%. Vestigial Shrine, incredible. Grind it up. Amazing. We have Expert Binder 9 now. So now my orbs reset everything, which is very powerful. I'm looking for Orb Lord here, if I'm being honest with you. Would be ideal. On gaining a critical charge, gain 3 stacks of Shattered Will. What a kind of interesting play here. I kind of would prefer to re-roll this. I'm really looking for Orb Lord. Any Orb Lord I walk away with here is big deal. It's true. It's true. Let's go ahead and spin it then. Ah, don't get it. Gain 3 crit chance and 12 crit damage for each enemy inflicted with bleed. What if I take Thanalope's Tuft? It's weird, but I was talking earlier about how it's pretty good. Starwalker 4 is interesting because it means that Shield Wall has 1. I really need to upgrade Shield Wall, don't I? Oh wow, Critical Seismic Slam suddenly becoming a lot more threatening. Gain 1 damage shield for every 10 damage resist you have. I have 0 damage resist. Well, I'll take the Critical Seismic Slam, I think. Unfortunately, I don't think Thickened Wall is going to suddenly become good. So this at least makes this a lot more threatening. And I have enough for a reroll. The Lupine Gloves look pretty strong, if I'm being honest with you. Interesting. I mean, they look okay. The crits are not great. Thanalope's Tuft actually looks genuinely stronger, if I'm being honest with you. But I really don't want to invest more into Expert Binder here. It just doesn't seem worth it. I do like, though, being able to cast and generate 15 shield on turn 1. Because you go Shield Wall, it's free, Shield Wall, get Orb, Shield Wall. That also generates a lot of spikes. It's actually really strong, isn't it? I think I should click this. Alright. It's like really good, in fact. Let's chill on the rest of this for now. I don't want to spend any further money. We'll move on. Do I need my fish? I don't think I need my fish. I would be surprised if we lost here. What did I roll on him? Janus is the scariest. All training dummies become activated after 2 turns. Good grief, Janus. Chill out, brother. Yeah, so Shield Wall. Shield Wall. Right? Hit the enemies. Wait for it. Orb. Hey, wait. Shield Wall. And then I just charge through them and do 1,000,000 damage. And we sit here. Cool. And then I keep doing that. Right? The point is, you keep clicking Shield Wall, Shield Wall. I like this crit. Just kills 2 of them. Yeah. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go... bleed. Just murder 2 of these guys straight up. Orb up. Shield wall. And then hit hit all of these dudes. I accept 4 damage for my hubris because he threw a bomb at me. Fine. You know, I can think of a lot worse things to have happen there. And then they all turn on and I go, oh my god, I'm about to pass away. And, you know, we kind of almost pass away. Shield wall, orb, shield wall. But we hopefully do enough damage to crumple some dudes, maybe? I can stop 14 damage real quick, which is probably worth it. Am I alive? I am theoretically alive, yes. Now I do generate an extra shield if I go and click it here, which is good, and then I walk out. Oh, buddy. Alright, we take 14 damage, but I am alive. Good grief. Shield wall. Wait for it. Keep clicking it. Shield wall. Dash through. Kill everything. Orb. Shield wall. We phase here, and we chill. And now we're going to start actually generating health thanks to T for 2. Okay, well... Janus is BS. I think he's awful. The fact that I fight all of them before even his phase change, which is kind of the whole point of his mechanic, is you have to time everything. Apparently not. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to face tank him to the best of my ability. We're going to fish for Dice of Fates rolls. Shield wall. Man, if I can get an upgrade on shield wall, we're going to be cruising. Walk over here. Great, let's generate some spiked. Great work. Cool, let's fish. Keep fishing. This man is doing a lot of damage to me, as it turns out. Let's go ahead and keep going. Shield wall. This is a fine trade. 3 damage is a perfectly fine trade here. Okay, we've got 100 of every kind of damage, pretty much. I think it's really just as simple as shield wall, orb, shield wall, walk away, take 0. I guess he dies. It's fine. You know, it's fine. Great. Cool. Oh, what did I roll into? Another Dice of Fates. You know, I don't hate it. But you could have picked something else, right? Right? Wait a second, I do have to check. Is there a victory board for finishing with 6 mythos? Because let me tell you, Alchemist 6, Frostfire Executioner, Bounty Hunter. No. There is nothing that wants me to finish with, where is it? Mythos 6, I think it is. Yeah, Mythos 6, nothing says to do it. Great. Binding Tuner says, Cataclysmic Slam. On triggering crush damage, gain 1 stack of spiked. I guess that's fine. I'm going to re-roll this, though. Ah, it's a bummer. I was really hoping that I'd actually hit Palisade Wall or something again. Already at full health. Wonderful. On hitting, inflict 1 stack of Dazed. Dazed is pretty darn good, isn't it? Bloodthirsty Cleave. Even more healing, though, is pretty nice. Interesting. What does Hemorrhage even do? On being hit, deal bleed damage and lose stack of... Oh, interesting. Alright, cool. Not mad about that. The Dazing Ironclap might be it. I'm just going to take the Bloodthirsty Cleave, though. Look at that. I fully augmented stuff, or whatever. Okay, so my grind here is... I don't know yet. It's not the Dice of Fates. I don't really get any value out of that. It's a little late for it. I think we just kind of go on and hope for the best. Okay. Dice of Fates. What a ridiculous notion. Just roll a nat 20 and hit +1 will reserve. Turns nuts, as it turns out. Alright, we're probably as strong as we're gonna get here, but still pretty dicey. Yeah, just take 58 damage on turn 1. You know, that's great. Excellent. Oh yeah, glass jaw on this thing is 100% the play. Amazing. I think I'm just... I'm just taking 42 damage. Outrageous. Are we serious here? I don't even have 42 max hit points. Can we talk about how I have 8 stacks of drained? Wow. Alright. How do I not lose here? Just triple shield wall? I mean, that keeps me from dying, I guess. Triple shield wall, walk away. I have a crit roll on my shield slam, which is pretty good. So I do think there's a lot of value in generating shield here. We almost can just murder a guy, which is pretty nifty. Orb, shield here. We do come pretty close to just killing this man. We actually do just kill a bunch of guys. Great work, in fact. Cool, that's pretty decent. We take 1 here. I'm going to move to the side of the arena. We at least kill a Runestone Guardian. That's a pretty good roll, actually. Oh, good grief. Shield wall. Shield wall. Dash. Orb. Shield wall. Wait, it re-rolled. Hold. Nice. Alright, we clear the floor. Let's go ahead and bop that guy. Great job. Alright, we love to see it. Incredible news. Pretty good turn, I would say. Being able to pay out the damage we do based on how much shield we have is kinda awesome. It's a really good crit. I think the play here, however, is going to be as simple as dash, orb, shield wall, dash, leave. I guess we'll hit him, then leave. 2 damage taken, most enemies are immediately dead. You know, it's crazy how much damage it looks like you're taking when you're actually just fine. Oh my god, I rolled a second will reserve. Unbelievable. Look at that. 2 will reserve. Amazing. Epic augment. Oh, baby, yeah. Impenetrable wall, 1000%. Give me that. Give me that immediately. 10 shield. Suddenly, we're doubly as good. I would like Orb Lord, please. Orb Lord, please. No, no Orb Lord. Incredible news, I guess. On gaining HP, gain 2 stacked of spikes. That's pretty ridiculous, actually. Wow. Okay, don't buy anything yet. Go up here. See what we roll into. I need to look at everything first. I get 2 grinders. The Clepsydranium. That's just not what I want. Hey, look, it's Orb Lord. Leaky Pen is nuts, actually, isn't it? I get the spikes payout here. I don't care about special issue stabilizer. I picked this up an age ago and it's doing actually nothing for me. I guess technically it's giving me... Ah, buddy, it is giving me Starwalker, isn't it? It is giving me Starwalker for... Alright. I think there's not a world I don't take prickly peasants. Or presents. Prickly peasants. Yeah, okay, great. I gain shield from lots of... I gain health from lots of things. Right? Yeah, that's pretty good. I also would like very much to roll into... or to reach I'm relying a lot on spikes. I'd like to reach spikes 6 here. So I think it's always Prickly Presence, and then I sacrifice the spike of the Quillian. Maybe. What's the other one over here? None of these are good. Literally none of these are what I want. Reroll this one for sure. Hey, look, I could master Ermong's egg. The pitch pipe. Frozen statue. All of these are kind of pointless. We'll spin it again. Ulima's whetstone is not terrible, I suppose. Ambusher 4 does nothing for me. They're all bad rolls. Okay, so I think we're going to take Prickly Presence every time here. I want it. It's good. It's good to have it. I want to reroll this store, but I think I'm always taking Orb Lord or Leaky Pen. Think about this. This not only is nuts, it's also another... What am I trying to say? It's also another shield wall. I don't need the bead of metal. Maybe I grind the bead of metal here? Maybe so. Maybe so. Leaky Pen is, like, worth it. Great, I purchased it. Just go ahead and drop that. Reroll this, I think. Literally can't afford anything. Don't know what my plan was. Why would you reroll that? I don't know. At first, isn't it supposed to give a rare on the left? A blue? Maybe I misinterpreted that. That's a my bad thing. I just wasted a lot of rerolls down here by doing that. It's a bummer, because these are all bad. These are all bad. I'm rerolling this. I'm spinning this one for sure. Fortunately, we are not punished. I do at least see a thing that provides some value. I could go in on precision here, like just straight up. My smite damage is probably pretty nuts. Because I have I do have 110 magic power. But grinding up the pincushion into Spikes 6, I think, is going to provide more value. So we grab this. Let's drop Thanaloop's Tuft real quick. I'm going to grind Gnarled Root. Where is it? Gnarled Root, goodbye. That's Pincushion 6. Leaky Pen I'm taking. I'm just going to use this because it's awesome. Special Issue Stabilizer gives me the Starwalker 4, which I think is important. So let's grind up the stabilizer here. Sure, I literally never use its ability. Starwalker 4 helps. We take Ink Flat back. I walk down here. I now have Starwalker. Thanaloop's Tuft is really powerful. I think we drop Twin Fangs for this. I think we drop Twin Fangs for this. How important are crits to me right now? They're, you know, pretty decent with... They're pretty decent with Shield Slam, right? My crit damage is not amazing. I guess it's not bad, though, right? It's 80. I mean, that adds a lot of damage. Let me be clear. Rolling a crit there is pretty nuts. But I think the extra shield from Thanaloop's Tuft is going to be hard to beat, in my opinion. Yeah, I think so. Everything that says Expert Binder is important. I don't need this one, though, right? Correct. Because that takes me to 10. Is Thanaloop's Tuft necessary? I can go Shield Wall, Orb, and generate 30 shield already. I think being able to roll a crit on Shield Slam might be more important to me. There's no set that actually helps here, right? Starwalker's already at 4, Expert Binder's already at 9. I think we're good. I think the Twin Fangs rolling crits on Shield Slam will provide more net value to me. I've used all my grinders. Alright, I think we get it. I might go the other direction if I didn't have the Impenetrable Wall upgrade here, but I think this will provide more damage overall. Okay, bud. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, I mean, immediately we get a crit here, which is great. We're going to go ahead and shield wall first. Then I think I'm going to toss the goop. Great. Powerful. We're going to go ahead and shield wall again. I'm going to go ahead and hit him again. Orb stuff. Take the orb. Shield wall up again. And we've done a lot of damage here and taken 0. I could walk into... I could take this 4 from Cinder. Do I care? What is this buff again? I didn't even read it. Oh, just they spawn Cinderpox pools? That's annoying, I suppose, but fine. I'm actually okay taking this 4 damage. I should eat the fish. It's the last combat. Eat the fish. Alright. I'm okay with this, actually. Alright, first order of business. Shield up. Let's... Can I hit all 3? Yes. Okay. Orb. Shield wall. I think we completely phase here. Okay, great. Orb. Let's get rid of the Cinderpox, I guess. Sure. Eat the shroom, walk out. I'm pretty confident I could do multiple thousands of damage here. I guess I can just kill this man, right? In fact, it's probably worth it. Shield wall. There you go, bud. He just kills himself on attack. Great. Cool. Because I don't want more of these guys getting me. Let's go ahead. Shield wall. Wait for it. Orb. Great. Shield wall. I'm going to go for the big crit angle here. So let's crit roll through. Orb. Shield wall. Crit orb through again, and I think we immediately phase here. Yeah, oh yeah, we do. Let's go ahead and just spike up. Shell. Good. Great. Awesome. Immediate phase. We love to see it. Very cool. Okay. First order of business. Shield wall. Where are my orbs? I think they're both on top of each other. First orb. Shield wall. Let's move here. Push through. Orb. Shield wall. Let's crumble these guys. I think we can hit all 3. Maybe? Maybe? Yes. Okay, we hit all 3. Toss some... Yeah, great. Okay, cool. We actually win. Hey, look at that. Alright. Hey, there it is. Oh, I get a Boots of Reprieve. Alright, fair enough. It's a little late for that, but I'm not picking it up. Okay. Whew. Honestly, I think we ended up very strong. This is kind of what I was hoping this run would look like a little bit. So, that's nice. Prickly Presence. I don't actually know how much this added, but it added enough at the end. I mean, automatically you get some of it from T for 2. Beat of Metal was doing work thanks to Leaky Pen. Pretty straightforward Spikes run, I think. The Expert Binder 9, Pincushion 6. Doing some heavy lifting. Yeah, it's a strong run. This is what I was hoping to show. Unfortunately, the episode was not that much longer as a result. We lost in the beginning, and I just said, all right, to heck with that. We're playing it again. Only ended up being 16 or something minutes in the beginning. I won't hold you up, though. I'm glad to at least have shown you a winning run here. So that's cool. And yeah, all right. Great news. Incredible work. Woof. Not really sure what happened to that first run, but we got away with it on the second one, so fair enough. I really got to shout out to Shield Wall in general. It's just such a good defensive binding, especially when you get the Star Walker. The 1 cooldown here, even without Thanaloop's Tuft, was awesome. Very cool. Yeah, really powerful overall. Great, awesome. Not much else to add, so I'll let you go there. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks. Next week will be Clairvoyant. Yeah.